Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Louisville. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively, and second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Simpson. Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards. Looking to throw. Simpson. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll send Mitchell in motion right. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete. This is Mitchell. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 40 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game, as it's 1st and goal. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
But that doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. Back to throw. Simpson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they've moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the 1 touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A the middle they go. It's Glover.
And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. This is taken at about the 14. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stops right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground. Quick. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On first down, quick, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now a give right side. Quick. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
So from just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 9.
Off the play fake.
Simpson.
In trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Simpson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Now a handoff up the middle. Glover and to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down. Back to throw. Mullins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 42. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Mullins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Now a 2nd and 2. Off play action. Mullins. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And his guys have taken the lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it was finished off by the 14-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
At the 36-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. They'll try the left side. Quick. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Edwards.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw.
Simpson.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Simpson eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And that is too far out in front of his intended target. Incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Throwing to start the drive. Mullins. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a give right side. It's Glover, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Operating from the gun, Mullins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that will bring up 2nd down. Back to throw. Mullins. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down. Looking to throw. Mullins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards.
And the Thunderbirds add 6 to their lead.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? And let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical because...
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 59 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
On 4th down.
Simpson.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Mullins.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mullins
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Back to throw again.
He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got his man on the out route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man complete. That's Glover. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And it'll be intercepted.
And the Bucs are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, it's going to hurt on any down. But really the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it and live to fight another down. 1st and goal and you throw the pick, not good at all.
Throwing to start the drive. Simpson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Back to throw.
Simpson.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Gets past one man. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report.
Other divisional round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it's going to be one heck of a battle, that's for sure. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun, Mullins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Mullins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. The Buccaneers offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
His throw incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
From the gun on 3rd down, Simpson. Griffin's got it, middle of the field. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
Back to throw.
Simpson.
Over the middle, complete. It's Mitchell. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
3rd and 2.
Up the middle they go. Quick. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here's 2nd and 3.
They'll try the left side. Quick.
And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
2nd and 9 now.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Looking to throw. Mullins got his man complete over the middle. It's Glover. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. So nothing doing there. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Mullins.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Looking for the out route. He's got his man. It's Mitchell.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now a give right side. Quick. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Back to throw. Simpson.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Off the play fake.
Simpson.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw. Simpson. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with a football. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Operating from the gun. Mullins. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown. A great effort there. 82 yards.
And the Thunderbirds will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. And they have had problems getting the running game in gear as we look through some of their attempts from earlier. They have just not been able to match the physicality that this defense has shown, and their lack of success on the ground is a direct reflection of that.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Simpson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Mitchell. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 2nd and 1.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off the bootleg, Simpson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Simpson
looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36.
Looking to throw. Simpson. Again, that's Watkins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. In motion right is Watkins. Back to throw now on first down. He's got Quick. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
2nd and 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Quick, and he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1.
Back to throw.
Simpson
to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make this an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Thunderbirds offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Thunderbirds.
Off play action. Mullins. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Fights through him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up the middle they go. Glover. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 24-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Glover. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Looking to throw. Mullins. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Thunderbirds are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing to start the drive. Simpson completes it to Quick. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Back to throw.
Simpson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
Well, the Louisville offense back out now. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle they go. Glover. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 6. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, it's Glover.
And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we bid you good night from Tampa.